this is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on.
And now, please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem of Poland.
الآن يرجى الاستمرار بالوقوف في حال القدرة لعزف النشيد الوطني لبولندا.
It is a night for pride and passion, an evening to wear the emblem proudly on your chest. Time to be excited by the opportunity and not fearful of its end. It is a landmark night for Hugo Lloris, who equals Lilian Thuram's French international record of 142 caps and the record French tally of 17 World Cup appearances. Only Varane and Tchouaméni remain amid 9 changes from the Tunisia defeat, as Didier Deschamps reinstates the starting 11 from the Denmark game, which clinched progression from the group. Antoine Griezmann has played in each of France's last 70 internationals across all competitions and goes again tonight. One Olivier Giroud goal will make him France's outright top scorer of all time. This is the scene in the room that could help decide so much. Juan Soto, also Venezuela, leads the VAR team. Wojciech Szczesny has been integral to Poland's success thus far here in Qatar. In front of him, Kamil Glik moves to third in Poland's all-time appearances chart with his 103rd cap. Fellow defenders Cash and Kiwior are amongst four who are booking away from a ban. The congested midfield contains a blend of youth and experience, and some who featured in the World Cup finals of 4 years ago. The line is led by their main man, the all-time top scorer and leading appearance maker Robert Lewandowski. He's backed up by attackers Arkadiusz Milik and Krzysztof Piątek from the bench. Well, the Al-Tumama Stadium has been busy and bouncing since the doors were thrown open a few hours ago. It has already played host to some enthralling action in these finals, most notably a memorable Moroccan win over Belgium and 7 unanswered goals as Spain were unplayable against Costa Rica. So what of tonight as France's title defence continues? We are set and ready to go, and it will be France who start us. Place is pumping and ready. We just need the whistle and that first kick of the ball. Let the drama begin. Let the better team win, and if you can't be better, be lucky. The winners of this tie will play England or Senegal. France in blue, Poland in white and red. It's all about who can step forward for their respective nations. Antoine Griezmann makes the first telling dart forward.
A quick start from France, getting bodies forward. Poland have been quite pragmatic in the way that they've played, quite defensively, not really putting bodies forward, but they'll have to defend well today.
And Griezmann stands over the ball, having played all 73 competitive internationals since his debut in 2014. Starting again, and towards the sharp end of the team, of course, tonight. And that end of the field is particularly sharp from a French point of view. Concentration required for Poland from the off. In from Griezmann, and all the way out again. Well, France were the first nation to qualify for the round of 16 at this World Cup after their 2-1 victory against Denmark. They avoided a curse that had struck the previous 3 World Cup winners and the last 4 European winners of the tournament. They had all been knocked out in the group stage of the next finals. Germany in 2018, Spain 2014, Italy 2010, and of course France themselves in 2002. And of course the vast majority of this side had a fair bit of time off in the last game after all the changes made by Didier Deschamps. Varane, one of 2 starters from that Tunisia defeat. Dembele skipping away from the challenges, trying to propel France forward. Here's another man who can do just that, Kylian Mbappe. One for Rabiot to chase. Tchouaméni. Koundé. Managed to keep it and move it on. Dembele wins a French corner.
Neither of these teams press particularly high. Poland definitely won't. They'll try and close the spaces and engage. They'll have to be quite aggressive when they do get close to France.
Olivier Giroud waiting for the delivery from Griezmann. In they pile, and wide it goes from Rafa Varane, who rose highest.
Yeah, it's a good sight from Varane. Obviously, Griezmann has got a really interesting role at this World Cup. He floats about, gets in good positions, but also takes the set pieces. Really high quality.
From one angle, that header looked fairly close. From another, a fair bit further away. France just trying to take control in these early moments. There has been much talk about the defensive style of play from Poland, but Czesław Michniewicz, the head coach, has said teams that didn't play defensively are now at home watching the World Cup on the TV.
Yeah, he has got a point. I think they're set up to not lose rather than to win, and the further they go on in the competition, they're playing against harder teams. You can completely understand that.
He added that now they're out of the group stage, they have to step forward a little bit more and make things happen, and maybe seize on mistakes, which we very nearly saw from France. Ultimately, a mistake cost Australia dear yesterday. Hugo Lloris just about nudging it sideways and away from goal. Lewandowski waiting for it, didn't quite fall for him. Szymański trying to link up midfield and attack. Zielinski as well. Lewandowski with the touch. The ball over will find the gloves of Hugo Lloris.
One of the weaknesses of Poland is Lewandowski is their best player. He's world class, and they don't get enough support around him. But that last attack, they've got bodies forward, nearly win it really high up the pitch, and France a little bit complacent with their passing around the back.
It's fair to say that Upamecano did not really want that pass from Hugo Lloris. Mbappe trying to pick up the ball. It bounces instead for Rabiot. It'll be a French throw.
We talked about neither team really pressing, and France obviously want Poland coming onto them, so it opens up the space for Mbappe. The way that they play is all around, opening that space on that left-hand side, as we've seen numerous times in the tournament already.
Not quite for Dembele. Picked off by Bereshinski. And again. Kivior back to Szczesny, who's made some terrific saves in this tournament and has kept out 2 penalty kicks, of course, as well along the way.
Probably arguably the best performing goalkeeper so far. Szczesny added to how well Poland have done defensively at times.
And of course, penalties could play a part tonight. From here on in, we could end up going all the way to spot kicks to decide proceedings. The ball was rolling, so Hugo Lloris will have to go again. 142 caps now, including tonight, level with Lilian Thuram at the top of the French international appearances chart. It's also at this tournament become only the second France player to feature at 4 World Cups after Thierry Henry.
Poland set up as expected, out of possession. It's a little bit like a 4-1-4-1. They cover all areas of the pitch and then become really compact as France get further up the pitch.
Dembele starts on the right, but is happy to drift. As he does, Griezmann slots in to the gap left behind. Can be very fluid for the French. Hernandez. On towards Rabiot. Breaks for Griezmann. Nearly through for Giroud, who was on the move. Hernandez away. In the end, cushioning it for Tchouameni. Rabiot and Mbappe. As the game just steps up in pace. In towards Giroud, and evasive action had to be taken.
And this is what you try and not give Mbappe that much space, but he only needs that little bit of a shift in his acceleration, and he can get away from players. Needed attacking that. There's a good ball in there.
Griezmann's corner. Chesney came and made sure that it was his. Good solid punch. Lewandowski back defending. Breaks for Griezmann again. Poland passing the early aerial tests. The breakaway read neatly and tidily by Ousmane Dembele, who scurried backwards.
Poland defended the box quite well from this early pressure, but when they regain like that, they need to make sure those passes connect. Otherwise, they just then concede possession, and a lot of pressure from France again.
Mbappe. Giroud waiting. Wasn't too far away. Dembele. And Bereshinski had to step in.
Matikash is getting a bit of help with Mbappe down that right-hand side for Poland. They're doubling up on him as much as they can.
Griezmann takes it swiftly. Dembele's cross easily repelled. France go again. Jules Koundé. He's the only French player in their squad booking away from a ban tonight. Mbappe, tempting. They just couldn't quite get close enough to it. It was an easy claim in the end for Chesney.
Well, he's the target, Mbappe, when France win the ball and he's in space. Even better still if he's got grass to run into. And Giroud's got really clever little movements and can pin centre-backs, obviously score goals. And I think the creative players around in the likes of Mbappe and Griezmann know his runs really well. It works well, this system.
Kylian Mbappe, one of those fighting for the golden boot in these early games in the World Cup finals. 3 goals for him, along with a cluster of other players, leading the way towards that particular individual award. The team prize, though, is of course what everyone is after. The final on the 18th of December at the Lusail Stadium. Rabiot. Hernandez. Germany fancied it. And judging by the action that Chesney had to take, it was well worth an ask. Rabiot. Corner, and already a 4th corner for France.
Tchouameni did really well. Just opened up in front of him. Chesney was following it well. That's good pressure again. We expected probably the game to go in this way, this pattern.
Corner is taken. It's Mbappe trying to weave his way through. They're happy to throw it in the mix, but they're more than happy to run with it, of course. Rabiot. Just got clipped a little bit as he offloaded. Dembele. Trying to wander away from Berezinski. Mbappe, who just ran straight into Cash, who then himself went straight into Tchouameni, who claims handball. Kaminski.
Kaminski's got a really important job. When Poland don't have it on that right side, he's got to come back and double up on Mbappe, but when Poland do get it, has to progress the ball up the pitch, and he did well there, just went down a dead end in the end.
Zielinski. Lewandowski. May well be the kind of game in which he has to be patient and wait for the opportunities to come. So far, the vast majority of the action has been in the Polish half. Koundé's header for Dembele. Hernandez.
France have got players up and around, squeeze up the pitch, so a little bit easier for them to win the ball back.
Now Giroud on the charge. Szczesny on the limits of his penalty area, but he saw it all unfold in front of him.
Poland trying to deny space in behind, so those sort of runs have to be really well timed, and the ball nearly perfect. Giroud patient enough to make those runs all night.
Koundé. Rabiot. Szymański going with him. Hernandez. Mbappe being watched closely by Matty Cash. Well, the France players screaming for handball there. The decision going against Rabiot for the foul.
Kukowiak did well there, and his role just in front of the back four of Poland is just stop the passing lanes into Giroud or any of the balls that France try and slide in behind.
Dembele. France swarming all over Poland here, and on he goes. Well, it was a run with plenty of force and then a pretty limp finish in the end.
Yeah, it's a let-off for Poland. Kiwior plays a bad ball into midfield and France pounce.
Szczesny trying to gain a bit of ground for his side, buy a bit of time for his defence. Kukowiak. Kiwior. Touch from Frankowski. Lewandowski. Happy to drift and try and float the ball in towards Szymański, who'd made the run.
Yeah, he just needed Berezinski to keep going at that left back. He just checked back and a little bit more defensive minded, but Lewandowski, if he's going to drop deep like that, they need another Lewandowski in the box to put the ball in.
Tchouameni. Hernandez. Griezmann joins in. Tried to help it forward to the left back. Szczesny sure of touch. Upamecano thought he had a lot more time than he actually had. Cash. No teammate directly ahead of him. He looks for Lewandowski. In goes Frankowski. It's that gamble, isn't it? How many do you commit forward, knowing that you might have to get back rather swiftly?
Yeah. Matty Cash got forward from right back for Poland, and France were just aware as soon as they win it back, they were just going to put the ball in the space that he'd left, but they couldn't win it back. Or Poland actually pressed France when they regained possession, just to try to stop that. Everybody on the pitch is aware that France will play into that left channel as soon as they win it back.
The ball poked out by Frankowski. Who is relishing this tournament because he was named in the provisional squad for the last World Cup, but not the final 23. Olivier Giroud, a rare touch for him. We haven't seen much of France's number 9 as yet. Hernandez, Tchouaméni, Rabiot, Mbappe. Trying to find a way through past Kaminski, who received some backup. Germany for Giroud, and Griezmann's in there too. And Szczesny had to get involved. France had so many attackers forward. Now they have to make sure they have enough defenders back. Lewandowski from distance. A long way out, but not far wide.
Yeah, already they're just putting the ball at risk more. Poland, they're committing more players forward. They know they'll have to do that. And Lewandowski doesn't need asking twice. And at the other end, Griezmann just pops in and out of the game, but every touch is deft. Every touch, that little touch backwards, nearly caused a lot of problems for Szczesny.
There was a touch on the hand of Kivior, but nothing that the officials were too concerned about, either with the naked eye or with the use of video. This is Dembele. Koundé. Rabiot. Hernandez. And Mbappe. Koundé lines one up. Well, there have been a fair few efforts from distance already in this game. They certainly haven't lacked power.
Yeah, France have a habit of doing that against a low block because they're trying to tempt Poland out to engage, because they have got good strikers of the ball from distance who can score goals, and it just will make Poland come out, and spaces will open up, and those little passes will make their way through and in behind. Clever again from France.
Koundé, who's made the right-back spot his own at the start of this tournament. It was Benjamin Pavard who began the opening game there. Koundé came on as a substitute and has started a couple of games since. Lewandowski brought it down beautifully. Couldn't quite help it on the way he wanted to. It had to be rescued.
próximo viernes, ¿no?
Sí.
4 de la tarde, hora Argentina.
Ojalá se recupere Angelito de María.
Krychowiak. Se viene por afuera Kaminski. Se viene Frankowski por adentro. Cash. Kaminski. Cash. La quiere Lewandowski. Frankowski por adentro. Y la pelota hacia atrás. Y tenemos 24. Y la tiene Krychowiak. La levanta por ahora, no. Y va Polonia, que quiere sorprender. Aflojó un poco Francia. Difícil mantener el ritmo de los primeros 20 minutos, ¿no? Se viene Lewandowski por adentro. Se pasa. Lewandowski no, por ahora no. Frankowski. Quiso tirar a colocar. Este es Griezmann. Va Griezmann. Frankowski desde atrás quita bien. Y recupera la pelota Polonia. Con lo que tiene está haciendo un buen partido, ¿no? Muy difícil jugar frente a Francia, el último campeón del mundo. Que si uno en la antesala se fija es superior a Polonia, pero partidos son partidos.
Muy buen partido, te diré que le está haciendo.
Viene Greg. La tiene Keyword. Va Keyword. Se frena Keyword, va al central. Berezinski por afuera. Pica Frankowski. Berezinski.
Falta.
¿Se olvidó la pelota o es falta?
Falta.
A ver.
Ahí lo tocó claro.
¿Qué pasa el golpe que se da él solo? Está bien, ¿eh?
No,
Está
le
bien,
pega.
está bien, pero después se pega él solo, mirá. Está bien, le pega, tenés razón.
Ya que estamos, el árbitro es venezolano. Jesús Valenzuela, y en el VAR el venezolano Soto.
Está bien. No me mires así, está bien. Pero después se golpea solo también, ¿no?
Mira, van los grandotes al área.
Viene Glick, está Krychowiak, viene Keyword, va Polonia, quiere aprovechar esta pelota parada, estamos por ahora 0-0, casi 26. Viene para meterse Kaminski. ¿Dónde está Robert? ¿Dónde está Lewandowski que va al segundo palo? Centro para el segundo, quiere Krychowiak. Aparece Lewandowski, la marca de Teo. Se queda Keyword, se queda Kaminski, va Lewandowski, amaga, juega para atrás para Krychowiak, le pasa Cash, le queda la pelota atrás, otra vez para el 10. Krychowiak juega hacia adentro. La pierde Zielinski y ahora Mbappé. Mirá, le sacó un metro más o menos. Mbappé. Un metro le sacó más o menos. Cuando arranca, veo pasar algo yo. Con la camiseta 10.
Se le fueron dos encima, claro, lo agarró del brazo. Para mí no era falta, ¿eh? Lo tocó con el brazo para no dejarlo jugar como modo protesta a la gente.
La velocidad que tiene. Es impresionante.
Claro, esto es lo que pasa también cuando Polonia ataca. Ojo, cómo queda marcando Mbappé. Viene encima la marca sobre Mbappé. A Giroud lo alcanzás. Si le ponen un pelotazo a Giroud lo alcanzás, pero Mbappé no.
Se quejaba Mbappé. No se imagina usted que está en la Argentina lo que es este muchacho. Es canigia.
Sí, claro.
Es canigia.
Escuchá.
Pasa que ahora lo sufrimos. Antes lo aprovechábamos a Cani, ¿no? Ahora lo tenés que sufrir. Viene Glick.
A los gritos el entrenador polaco, míralo. Acá abajo en la imagen se ve. Michniewicz.
Lo escucho. Keyword. Glick.
Yo creo que es un error de Francia no salirlo a presionar. Yo lo iría a buscar bien arriba. Porque le dura poco. Si vos los apurás, le dura poco la pelota en los pies, la recuperás rápido.
Hay que ver cómo están con el aire también. Hay que ir variando, ¿no? Los primeros 20 minutos le metió una presión tremenda. Ahora aflojó un poco. Hay que cambiar el aire, mi estimado Rodríguez, ¿no? Jomené, tener un poquito la pelotita. Teo. Hernández para atrás. Casi 28. No se abrió por ahora el partido. Aflojó un poco Francia. Rabiot no podía. Se anima Polonia. La jugaron para atrás, metieron para Krychowiak. El balón hacia atrás ahora para Keyword. Busca por afuera Berezinski. Va Keyword. 28 tenemos. Esto le conviene a Polonia, bajar el ritmo. Frankowski, no es bueno el control. Mirá lo que es. ¿Cómo le vas a regalar así? Dembélé va por afuera, Giroud por adentro. Giroud. Ay, no, pero ¿cómo puede ser? ¿Pero cómo puede ser? ¿Pero viste lo que hizo Giroud? Decime algo. La tenía que soplar.
Que se la dio muy fuerte para mí. No llegaba. Pero el error de Frankowski, esto no lo podés hacer ante un campeón del mundo. Miren cómo queda Polonia. Claro, la pierde Frankowski. Bien, Griezmann, perfecto. Un poco larga me parece la pelota de Dembélé, pero está bien la intención de dársela a Giroud. Giroud se tira, no puede. Francia lo tuvo.
Para mí era buena. ¿Sabes
buena,
qué?
¿no?
No la agarra bien Giroud. Se le va por abajo.
Bien Dembélé buscándolo a Giroud.
Salida para Polonia.
Este es un peligro. ¿Cómo salís? Si te agarra mal parado, te mata.
Keyword, Glick. Keyword. Envío largo, señores, es buena esta. Lloris se quedaba, viene Kaminski. Lo aguantó muy bien. Teo Hernández habrá salida para Francia, lo aguantó muy bien con oficio. El lateral.
Pero está bien, ¿eh? Insisto en la frescura que le da Kaminski a este centro del campo.
Ahí está fastidioso. Porque no le están saliendo las cosas como el que vos ahí está fastidioso. ¿Viste la carita?
En la anterior pasó Teo por afuera y él se fue hacia adentro. Está cerrando un poco, ¿ves? Ahí pasa Teo Hernández por afuera y él se cierra.
Viene Varane en la salida para Francia, pica Giroud. Se frena ahora Varane, juega para Dembélé, le pasa a Koundé, acompaña a Griezmann, Giroud en el área, Dembélé no la tira, la juega para atrás. La tiene Tchouaméni, de primera para Rabiot, de primera Mbappé, Rabiot. Teo Hernández pasa a Rabiot, quiere otra vez Tchouaméni, dásela al 8. Este es Teo Hernández, entrega de primera para Rabiot. Seguimos 0-0 en 30 minutos, no se abre el partido, se equivoca ahora. Hernández la jugaron para atrás, viene a presionar a Griezmann. Keyword presiona a Griezmann, Chesney presiona a Griezmann, Chesney la pica bien. Buena salida de Chesney, rebotaba la pelota en Hernández. Hay lateral que favorece a Polonia.
Para mí ahí tiene que ir Francia a presionarlo, lo limita a Polonia, lo lleva a cometer errores y está más cerca del gol. Y no lo deja crecer porque te podés ir enroscando en este tipo de partidos y vas a necesitar una jugada individual para salir, ¿eh?
Krikoviak la pasa bien ahora, Krikoviak la metió para Robert, viene Lewandowski, juega para Frankowski, por adentro va llegando Kaminski, va Frankowski, hasta aquí llegó, le metieron bien el pie. ¿Qué vas a cobrar? ¿Y amarilla, Tchouaméni? Sí. Yo de acá veo que mete bien el pie, ¿no? La cara interna para trabar.
Para mí fue falta.
¿Para vos fue falta?
Ahora, es un tractor, ¿eh?
Bueno. A ver.
Tchouaméni tiene 22 años y 18 partidos en la selección francesa.
Traba.
Toca la pelota, sí, toca la pelota primero, sí.
¿Yo qué te dije?
Sí, lo que pasa es que es tan duro. Sí, traba la pelota y después en la continuidad de la pierna, pero traban los dos, pero termina golpeado Frankowski.
Bueno, traba. No se puede trabar ya.
Seguro que no era de amarilla.
Y lo amonestó encima. Estas son cosas que no entienden. Estas son cosas que creo que no entienden algunos árbitros porque jamás en su vida tocaron una pelota de fútbol. En serio, no, pero no digo bien. Es un deporte de contacto esto. Me dejaste solo. Bueno, Lewandowski va Lewandowski. Simanski. Lewandowski, Simanski. Va Robert. Mirá si esto termina en gol. Lewandowski. Va Robert. Lewandowski. Mala ejecución. Pega la pelota en Rabiot. Y la jugaron para atrás. Y la tiene Chesney. Y apura Dembélé. Chesney. Juega por afuera. Buena salida para Berezinski. Berezinski va hacia atrás metiendo la pelota otra vez para Chesney. Apura Giroud. Mira para atrás Giroud. Nadie presiona. Iba solo. Quiere por afuera Cash. Viene llegando para marcar Mbappé. Cash. 32-33. Ya casi de este primer tiempo, partido abierto.
Polonia se le planta de igual a igual, salvo un momento en el que apareció Mbappé con 3 corridas. Después se acomodó Polonia, le puso doble marca y ahora le juega de igual a igual, ¿eh?
Glick, Keyword. Krikoviak. La metió en la salida para Keyword. Keyword para atrás. Tiene la pelota una vez más. El jugador Zielinski la cambió de frente, la hizo bien para Berezinski, enganchó, lo tiene Berezinski, centro al área, nos llega Robert Lewandowski, nos llega Frankowski, se anima Polonia, es el momento para animarse. Krikoviak juega hacia adentro, Zielinski. Keyword. Greg. Cash por afuera. Llega también Kameske. Zielinski.
Zielinski ahí clave, el 20, perdón, Julián, clave ahí.
Tiene la pelota otra vez. Zielinski jugó por afuera. Viene Cash, debe ser Cash. Alguien la tenía que tocar. Se lo pierde Polonia.
¿Cómo me miraste cuando antes del partido te dije, por ahí vemos la Polonia que puede ser y que no fue durante el Mundial? Y es esta jugada, esa selección polaca. Zielinski de cerebro en la mitad de la cancha. Él fue tomando la pelota y jugando. Terminó en Mati Cash, que se olvidó de Mbappé y jugó como puede jugar Mati Cash, atacando. Polonia se planta de igual a igual a Francia. Francia se está enroscando en el juego polaco.
La tiene Dembélé, juega para atrás, la va metiendo para Tchouaméni, la quiere, la busca Griezmann. Mbappé todavía no participa en el juego, no se la tiran. La tiene Griezmann. Ah, mirá lo que hizo Griezmann. Es el momento, ¿eh? Pero bueno, esta salida, otro regalito. Griezmann, Mbappé, engancha. Mbappé. No griten, no griten. Chesney, señores, con todos ustedes. Uno de los mejores arqueros de la Copa del Mundo. ¡Qué enganche!
No puede ir al mano a mano. Polonia lo tiene que acomodar, lo hizo durante gran parte. Bien, Chesney, una de las figuras del Mundial, ¿eh? No entraba, creo, pero muy bien el arquero por las dudas. Es Mbappé por momento Francia, solo Mbappé. Lo necesita para poder atacar.
Viene Giroud, está Upamecano. Mira Mbappé. Mira la pantalla para saber cuántos minutos van. Hasta en eso se fijó. Viene Varane, no puede Varane la pelota y el rebote para Giroud. Le dio para arriba a Giroud. Llegaba a Chesney, que va a cobrar el árbitro. Falta sobre el arquero, ¿no? Lo levanta Upamecano. Chesney se saluda. Está todo bien, mírala.
Giroud. Sí, hay falta. Sí, señor. Sobre Chesney, una de las figuras de esta Copa del Mundo. Antes del partido, Deschamps dijo: se nota que le gusta defender a Polonia, que adoran sufrir. ¡Qué frase! Se nota que adora sufrir por la postura defensiva.
Chesney. Me encanta el técnico francés porque no tiene pelos en la lengua. No declara
Sí.
por compromiso. Declara lo que siente, lo que ve y está bárbaro. Rabiot. No es políticamente correcto, él declara. Y está bien, es fútbol, está bárbaro. Y tiene razón. Koundé. Llori. Ah, mirá lo que hizo Frankowski. Koundé. Qué malas que son las salidas de ambos lados, Pide disculpas.
El mayor momento de dudas de Francia. Polonia se agranda. Veremos si continúa esta tendencia.
Controlando el balón estaba Berezinski, pasó Robert por adentro. Sí, gol de Kameske, el rebote, Kameske, la sacaron en la línea, Varane. ¡No tuvo Polonia! ¡No entró! Sale Francia ahora. Señores, no lo pueden creer los polacos. Zielinski se toma la cabeza. Lloris salvando a Francia ahora.
También tiene arquero Francia. Lloris, el hombre récord. El de más presencias en la historia. Gran jugada del lateral Berezinski por afuera. ¿Qué pasó? A ver.
Una mano.
No me digas que hay una mano en el camino. No, nada. Pero fue clarísima, ¿eh? Excelente lo del arquero.
Pero por las dudas. Berezinski. Bueno. Respira Francia. 38 tenemos. Respira Lloris, mirala.
Mirá todos los polacos que llegaban de frente. Acá tiene el gol. La doble de Zielinski. Acá está. Justo le sale a la posición. Mirá cómo la tapa con las dos piernas. Una de handball del arquero Lloris. Qué oportunidad tuvo Polonia. ¿Volverá a tener un igual?
Aquí está con la pelota Rabiot. Se puso bueno el partido, Rodríguez. Yo creo que la mejor jugada colectiva en toda la Copa del Mundo de Polonia.
Sí, claro.
Yo ese es el tercer partido que ya hago de Polonia, ¿eh? Ya los vi.
Pero esta es la Polonia que puede ser. A eso me refería antes del partido. Hasta aquí no lo habíamos